Hi everyone, I thought we would make granola together today. Let's get started. The first thing you need to do is get about 3/4 a cup of water and 1/2 cup of sugar boiling on the stove. Once that starts to boil, you boil it for 1 minute. I set my oven for 250 degrees, and sounds funny, but I always check and make sure there's nothing inside the oven. Sometimes you leave things. Then inside of a large bowl, you're going to add 5 cups of oatmeal. This can be quick oats or old-fashioned, really doesn't matter. Then to that, I'm going to add nuts. I have a mixture of walnuts and almonds that are chopped, and then dried fruit. This is the tropical pineapple, and they're pretty large pieces, so I like to cut it up into smaller pieces. They're bite-sized that way. And I don't measure all this, I just add it in like maybe 1/2 cup of each. This is a fruit medley. It's got coconut and the pineapple and different kinds of fruit. Banana chips, there's dried cranberries. You can use dried blueberries, cherries, whatever your family likes. And about, again, 1/2 to 3/4 cup of each of those. Then comes honey. About 1/4 cup of honey. You notice that I'm not really measuring all of this stuff. About a teaspoon or a tablespoon of cinnamon, however you prefer that taste. And then just about 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Just mix all these things together. I just mix it so that the honey doesn't make some of the dried fruit clump together. It's nice having a great big bowl like that. When the water boils, you boil it for 1 minute. Take it off of the heat and then add 2 tablespoons of butter and let that melt into the water. Then you just pour that right into the oatmeal mixture. And give it a good stir. It doesn't seem like a lot of moisture, but it's plenty. It's just enough. Then taking a large baking sheet, you're going to pour the granola into a baking sheet, and it doesn't even need to be sprayed or papered. Spread it out to a thin layer, and you're going to pop it into the oven at 250 degrees for 25 minutes. And then you're going to turn the oven off. So 25 minutes. You can stir the granola halfway through, and then when 25 minutes are over, you're going to take the granola out and just give it a good stir so nothing is clumped together, dried together. And then after you stirred it, just take a look at this. It looks great. So you put it back into the oven, but the oven is turned off. And what this is going to do is just going to continue to dry out the granola without making it crunchy. So the oven is off, and you leave it in there for about 2 more hours with the door closed. Then take your granola, find a nice container that will store it all. This one's a nice big tall one. You can see it's almost full. I'm going to put the last little bit of my completed granola inside of it and store it in the jar in the pantry until you're ready for some granola with milk or on top of yogurt, however you like to eat it. But let me give you a peek inside the jar. It's really full. It's great stuff. I hope you'll try it. This is a great recipe. Enjoy!